I'm going to do some rambling because I had a pretty fun day yesterday where I drove a manual car for the first time in like 7 years through the streets of Utrecht, which was harrowing but fun. But obviously I was driving, so I wasn't filming. The instructor did not speak much English, so I also wasn't gonna be like, hey, can I just set up shop here? So anyway, I'm gonna ramble instead about how improv is really, really great in relationships. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, let me tell you. Julian and I, my lovely partner Julian, if you don't know, he's fantastic. We met through improv, sort of. We met at college, so we saw each other in many capacities randomly. But where we got to know each other was on the board of Unwritten & Co., the campus improv group. And it was fantastic, really fun. A lot of my friends come from that group, and any relationship, whether it's platonic, romantic, sexual, whatever, I think can be improved can be made really fun and honest and open if the people involved remember the 3 rules of improv, which aren't really rules, because you can break them. So I guess they are rules. They're just, yeah. They're fun. Limitations breed creativity. Anyway, they are as follows. Jump and justify, yes and be good to work with. Jump and justify means simply putting yourself out there. If you have a thought, you say it. Radical honesty. Great in relationships because sometimes you are thinking a thing and it's really horrible and you don't want to say it, but it's just you keep thinking it and you're like, oh my god, I don't even believe this, but I need to say it. And then if you're like, the other person knows, if you're in the habit of this, the other person knows, like, you can say this thing and it can just be a thing that you said, and like it doesn't have to, like, you can relieve yourself of the burden of this thought, and the other person knows that you're having these thoughts, and it makes them feel less alone, and like they don't have to be perfect because everybody has annoying thoughts and frustrating beliefs. That's okay. The second one, yes and, is, typical of improv. You accept and then build any suggestion. So if you're thinking about date ideas, or somebody in the relationship is thinking about taking a big leap of faith for themselves, for their career, for their personal lives, in the relationship maybe, obviously check in with yourself and make sure that when you're saying yes and you're doing it because you love them and you want the best for them. But the more you yes and the other person, the more they yes and you, and the more you want to yes and them, and so on and so on and so on. So if somebody comes to you and talks about something they're really excited about but maybe a bit scared, you say, yeah, I think you'd be great for that, and here's how I see it working, and here's why I want to support you, and here's why I am excited that this could be a part of our lives, because it's a part of your life, and that makes me really happy. The third one is be good to work with, and this one is really fun in a scene to remember to, if you're mentioning something, mention it in detail. Don't just say, hey, what's that thing over there? Say, why is there a pink hamster here? I thought this was a fashion show. And then the other person can say, it is a fashion show, and that pink hamster is the photographer. And there you go. You have a scene. It's great. Really fantastic. So, in a relationship, being good to work with is about being honest, being specific, being personal, and providing the other person support. Yeah. That's just a real quick rundown. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow.